To all of you younger generations, I just want to let you know something. For those of you who think that going out and protesting and sharing all this stuff that's, well, a lot of it's fake. Like I addressed it yesterday, Ronald Reagan was not a racist. And none of you know because y'all were swooning around in your daddy's sack. But anywho, I'm not here to spread hate. I'm not here to be mean. I'm not here to downgrade anybody. What I am here to do is to tell you what you need to do is change the system. The system needs to change. That's what our problem is. And, well, it's very noticeable here in my neighborhood, on my street. Let's not even say my neighborhood. My fucking street. Oh, excuse me for cursing. I don't want to get, in trouble. Lord forbid. But on my street, right across the street from me, okay? So I'm very, front line on this. Been dealing with this for a month and a half now. It's gotten to the point where there was 2 drive-by shootings in one night at the same residence because of the trash. And I am going to say trash because they are trash. The story is I'm dealing with, God, look at my hair. I'm dealing with the misfit of the mother who I dealt with 10 years ago. So now I'm dealing with her daughter and her little trashy ass hooligan boyfriend. They sleep in a car in front of their house. They run amok through the neighborhood. It's just crazy. So there was 2 drive-by shootings. The cops have been out here numerous times. And I'm going to bring up all kinds of issues. I have called the mayor's action line. I am also going to contact the chief of police. And I'm going to do something. Something is going to get done at South District in Indianapolis, Indiana, because this is bullshit. Bullshit. And for a cop to say that because they are a juvenile that they are allowed to do things unless you catch them in the act, which basically means you're not going to catch them in the fucking act because you cannot be sitting in front of their fucking house constantly, okay? And even if you do pull up and witness it, you guys still don't do anything. So don't give me that crock of shit. It's just ridiculous. Now, like I said, none of the other cops want to do anything. The one lady cop that they had, she was of color, and she wasn't going to tolerate their shit. And I guess they didn't. I guess they didn't like the fact that I guess they didn't like the fact that she wanted to have peace in our neighborhood. And she told them kids to stop their shit or they was all getting arrested. Well, now, I think I know why nothing's going to happen to these little punks. Because nothing ever happened to the mom when she was running amok because, well, she did little favors to the cops. The men cops. Which here again, it's the system that's fucked up. Okay? The system's protecting a fucking crackheaded hoe. Now they're protecting her offspring that is way worse than her. Now, how is that even right? It's not. So the whole neighborhood, we're going to do our own little protest. But instead of marching up and down the street and causing a ruckus and vandalizing shit and making a big to-do, we're going to do it the legal way. Okay? We're going to go through the chain of command, the proper chain of command that you're supposed to do. And we are going to fix this problem. And if the chief of police does not want to do anything, I will go above his head. And I will go higher and higher. We are tired of this. We have all lived in this neighborhood for quite some time. We shouldn't have to have a war zone in front of our house for the past month and a half, okay? If the parents aren't going to do something about it and the police ain't going to do something about it, we have the right to protect ourselves. Okay? So these little videos that's going around talking about Ronald Reagan's racist because you're not allowed to open carry, blah, 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 blah. Well, really? Because according to these cops, which I know it's not law here, so the cops aren't even enforcing the law. They're allowing this little punk thug wannabe gangster to run up and down the street, point guns at neighbors and threaten to shoot people and all kinds of shit. And the cops say, well, if we don't see him doing it. But never mind all the witnesses, and you guys won't even search nobody. Like the other night with the drive-by. Clearly you can see, because I did make a video. I have not gave it to the police. Why should I? They're not going to do shit about any fucking thing. But clearly, if the blind bitch can see that there were shots fired from both sides of the street, which means the car, the SUV, and Tracy's house, okay? You can clearly see it. It does not take a fucking rocket scientist to see the fire of guns on both sides. No, it was not firecrackers. Everybody knows the difference between firecrackers and guns. And last I checked, firecrackers don't leave shell casings on both sides of the street. If there was a vehicle, there was the only one shooting. See what I mean? The cops are fucking stupid. They don't know what the hell they're doing or even talking about. They didn't even search the area. They looked for a little bit and said, oh, well, you know, we'll come back in the morning. Nothing got roped off. There was no crime scene. They didn't even go in and search the house when people were trying to tell them, you know, the dilly, but, oh, well, we don't have the right to go in and search. Really? It's probable fucking cause. There was just a shooting where people witnessed shots coming from both fucking directions. Clearly, you don't have to be a rocket scientist to figure out. There's gun casings on this side of the street. There's gun casings on that side of the street. Now, if you're in a vehicle and you're shooting this way to the left, how, I'm just saying, how would there be gun casings in somebody else's yard? I'm waiting. Cops don't do shit. Reagan wasn't a racist. The whole problem is not race. The whole problem is the system. And if you continue to be a slave to the system and feed into the bullshittery of all this, and stop getting mad when people say all lives matter. Okay, because all lives do matter. And like I've argued with family members, this is horrible. This is like civil war. Like, families are being pitted against each other over what? Some words? Because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what color you are. I would still help anybody. I don't think anybody should lose their life or be fucking made fun of or whatever because of their sexual preference or anything. So I don't understand why people get so upset when you say all lives matter. The reason why so many people get upset when they say Black Lives Matter is because the Black lives did not matter until a cop does something to a black person. And plus it's election time. So there's always some crazy shit that always pops off during election time. So, you know, and seeing how Trump is our president, it's really going to pop off because they can't find anything on him to make him look like the monster that they want him to be. So now there's these young kids running around making these videos trying to say that Trump is doing this to America. He's Hitler. Have you guys lost your fucking minds? Really? You guys claim you want to make a difference, you want to make a change, but all you're making is a fucking problem. You're causing chaos. You're not even sitting and thinking of reason. For one, we cannot crucify anyone for things that happened in the past. Okay? Now this is where I say we need to stop dwelling on the past so much, because we cannot change what happened in the past. All right? Now, hold on a minute, because my little cousin Nathan said we have to know our past to make a difference in the future. Hold on. If that is the case, why is everyone wanting to take down our history? Why are you guys wanting us to get rid of history? Because it offends you? That's part of history. That is what has made our world, whether we approve of it or not. Because trust me, I don't approve of a lot of the shit. I don't approve of the way the Indians were treated. I don't approve of any harm to anyone. I am a Christian. I have God in my heart. I love people. Okay? And I'm a totally different person than I was a few years ago, 10 years ago, 20 years ago. I don't care who you used to know. You don't know me now. And I can tell you, there's not too many people that do know me now, because there's not a lot of people that are around me. People can't handle me. I'm very blunt, I'm very honest, and I'm to the point. The point I am trying to make is you guys are feeding in to the bullshittery. We can't change the past. If we can't change the past, you guys don't try to erase the past. Erasing the past and getting rid of the monuments and statues and everything, that's not going to undo what was done. Okay? And that's offensive. There was a lot of soldiers that lost their lives to give you the freedom that you have today. And there was people of many different colors that fought in war. Okay? War is not necessary. People try to avoid war because there are a lot of casualties, and war ends. Who really wins in war? Seriously? Not the people that lost all their lives. And the people that are still going forth and living, they have all that guilt. And so, I mean, war is not cool. It's not. Violence is not right. Sometimes it's necessary, yes, in certain circumstances. Nobody's perfect. Everybody has sinned. You got your younger generation, you guys are far from perfect, because you know why? You guys don't have any respect for no one. You want everybody to respect you and respect your feelings and your opinions. But if we don't agree with you, we're horrible people, and we're mean, and we're toxic, and we're this and that. No, no snowflake, no buttercup. Older people do know what the fuck they're talking about. I'm not saying all people, because we shouldn't have to specify and break everything down into crayons and paper. Get your heads out your fucking asses. Wake up and see what's really going on, which is the system. The system is very screwed up. And a lot of people are screwed up. But, you know, as you guys say, don't hate the whole, this whole community or this whole race because of a few bad apples. Well, then don't look at me being a white woman thinking that every little racist fucking thing that you can think of applies to each and every one of us. Because it doesn't, honey. And I tell you right now, there are more people that are aggravated and fed up with all the protesting. Okay, not the protesting. I mean, good for you guys. But What are you guys accomplishing? Seriously. Are you writing your congressman? Are you going to the Senate? Are you doing anything like that? Or are you just walking around feeling of some importance because you're included in something? There's so many people that are not white that do not approve of none of this shit. Seriously. And I think it's fucking pathetic that you want to hold one race more superior than the other race when we all belong to the same race. Now, why does that bother people when I say we all belong to the same race? Why? We're all human beings. The human what? Human race. Oh my God. Why are there so many labels on people? For every fucking thing. Why can't you just keep it simple? Why? Why you guys gotta go and just make things so fucking complicated? And then say, this is a better world. How? You gotta remember so much shit. People's not even gonna be allowed to speak. Because every little thing is gonna offend somebody. The world is not perfect, Cupcake. Okay? Not everybody gets a damn trophy. And there needs to be some children that are left behind. It all starts from home. It all starts from home. But how you going to fight? How you going to fight hate with hate? That makes no sense. Makes no sense. Why can't you be smarter than that? You're supposed to be so much smarter than all of us old fogies. Do something. Do something smart. Besides sitting back talking about shit that you didn't even live through and you know nothing about. And you wonder why people like me get aggravated and say what I have to fucking say. Well, what makes you think it's right for you to say what you got to say, but I'm just supposed to shut the hell up because what I have to say is not what you want to hear? It hurts my ears hearing you guys say shit about nothing you don't know anything about. You guys are not sharing videos of older people saying this shit. It's all 20, 22. They're all under 25. Some of them are still teens. And you're trying to educate me on history when I lived through it? Now that is insanity. Anywho, I just want to let y'all know that I'm not out there protesting. I do think all lives matter. I don't have shit for the cops because they don't do shit for nobody. I do not approve of the media because it brainwashes so many people. People see it and believe it. No, we don't have technology to alter things or Photoshop or splice or do anything like that now, do we? Hell, I witnessed that during the election when Trump became president. I'm sitting here watching live what he's saying, and CNN was splicing shit and making him say shit he did not say. And I'm not the only person that witnessed that. I had people witness that can't stand Trump. And it was like, holy shit. Exactly. Exactly. Get your heads out of your asses, dude. Seriously. Get with the program. Get with your race. The human race.